Alrighty, welcome to Board Me Up, where I hunt out the latest in board game releases so you don't have to. Today is Monday, so we got a few things coming out, and yes, I am streaming this, or have streamed this, as I will be trying that out for a little while prior to hitting 20 subscribers. Now, let it be known that there are a few things that have just launched for 5e D&D. So if you're interested, do get on Kickstarter, or let me know if you'd be interested in me sharing Dungeons and Dragons type of launches on Kickstarter. Otherwise, I usually skip them and stick to board games and something bestiaries of D&D and even video games if they're interesting. Okay, so today we have Rift Knights that just launched, and it's it's definitely funded, so it's going to go through, so check it out. It's got 14 days to go, so not too long. So if you're interested, keep an eye on it. Let me see if there's a early bird special. There isn't, so you don't have to worry about that. And let's take a look at it real quick. How many players is it? And what's in the box? 9 large room tiles, 18 large knight and demon standees. Okay. So we got standees, score track. I like that little walk-in tile into the dungeon. That's pretty cool. That's something you don't ever or rarely see. I like that, as you're always in these dark, gloomy dungeons throughout the whole game and never get to see the outdoors. Oh, you got some outdoor tiles here too. So that's pretty cool. I do like that little detail. It looks like an easier dungeon crawler. Something maybe to get your kids into or new players into of the genre. Let's see. They got 45,000. They got stretch goals for starting at 45,000. Interior box printing. And new character design. Cool. Alrighty. I'm going to be saving this one, so we'll check back on it. And just let me check real quick. I think it's 2+ players, but let me double check on that. Yeah, it's 2 to 6 players. So cool. We'll keep an eye on it. Good luck, guys. Who is launching it? Oh, that's Ryan Laukat, and that's not his first trip. Okay, next we got Unicorn Ninja's card game. And here we have, let's see what we have. So it's a card game, coding spirit. Okay, ignite your coding spirit. So it's for coding. 2 to 4 players. Introduces core HTML terminology and web design concepts. This would have been cool back in the day. You definitely gotta have a friend that's interested, but obviously there are people that do have friends that are interested. I'm saying that since it's 2 and more players. If it's solo, stuff like this should be, solo. It should have solo mode too, as, preparing for tests and stuff. You're usually going through flashcards, sometimes alone. If you got a partner, you can have them join you. So, but they did fund, and it's their first project, so huzzah on that. They're not asking for much, and it's a good idea. And they have 29 days to go, so they're going to be going up. Am I going to be watching this one? I'm curious about how high it's going to go, but honestly, I have so many things listed that I'm just going to close this one out. I know I'm not going to be getting it. I'm not interested in HTML, and don't think I will be any much more in my life. Yeah. So closing that out, let's go to the next one. We got Rune. And Rune is, just checking, okay. Rune is 2 minutes to learn, okay. Super portable strategy game. Lifetime to master, cool. Play with 3 players. Okay, you can now play with 3 players with this expansion. Let's see what it has. So you're playing with tokens and boards, okay. 2 to 3 players, 15 minutes. Nice. It's short and sweet. It's for 8 and older. Looks like a nice simple game. I don't have any yet. I do have some on the way. Like this, that are simpler. So, yeah, nothing that's piquing my interest right now. No early bird, so cool. You don't have to rush on that. And they do have 20 days to go, so keep an eye out for Rune. It looks pretty decent. We'll check back on it when it's in its last hours. Okay, and then yesterday we had this launch, which is Be the Greatest. Too many uhs. Be the greatest soccer game. Be the greatest. I thought it just said the greatest soccer game. Be the greatest soccer game. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So you're managing and creating the best soccer game. See, initially I thought this is going to be like a soccer field kind of board and, you know, that kind of play. But this is like organizing the whole event, the soccer game and everything. So this is a little bit deeper. So if you're a big soccer fan and a board game fan, I think this is totally for you, although it looks like they're not going to be funding. It's his first project and he didn't make it sexy enough, I guess. So good luck to him. It looks like it's a well thought out game and all that. It just needs maybe, you know, some more marketing help and a better setup on the Kickstarter. Probably a better video too. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, good luck with that, Gavin. He's probably gonna relaunch it, so we'll see it then. And it's got 50 days left. 58 days. He's got a rather large goal. I mean, it's not a large goal for this kind of game, but, you know, it's not $3,000. It's 10 times more. So I'm going to close this one out as I don't think it'll make it, honestly. But I hope the best to him. He came up with a pretty cool idea there. So this has ended where you get these 2 games or one each, or one of each. 2 board games, 1 epic campaign. Why does it say 1 epic campaign? So they do connect. I didn't see that. I was doing a little bit of research on it, but I didn't see that they connected to one another. That's rather strange. But nonetheless, I was kind of interested in Mesophana. So let's skip to Mesophana. Mesophana's here. It's just got more of the theme that I appreciate. Pupate, pollinate, and populate. Let me check my volume, not too high. Okay. So looking here, it looks, it's, like I said when my initial look over this, you don't get too many vibes of passion here. It's more like it's a group that's hired to make board games and then they make Kickstarters and that's it. Like, you don't hear anybody's voice. You just see the team pictures, but nobody's really going into it. I did watch the playthrough a little bit. So what it is in the end, Mesophana is a simpler version of Megaphana. So there's a Megaphana game out there. You can check it out. Decent rating for whatever, you know, Board Game Geek's ratings mean to you. So it's a simpler version of that. It looks, again, I like the theme of biology and all this and exploring territory, but really I don't know, it doesn't look that incredibly fun to play. And again, I have a lot of things in the way. So anyway, that has ended. If you're interested, check it out. Am I going to star it? It does have solo mode, correct? Yes, it does. But I'll probably close it out. So there, that's done. Okay, and then 31 hours. No, I think sooner than that. Let me double check. B movies ending in 31 hours. Yep. So this is where you're a movie director. So it's not some B movies monsters game. It's more like you're trying to come up with the best B movie. And it's 3 to 6 players. It's not too long of a game, but up to 1 hour. So I'm sure I would always max that out, or we would. It doesn't have a solo mode. And that's it. And it doesn't look like it'll fund. It might fund, but well, it could possibly. It's in its last 48 hours, so it's possible, but it's at 8,000. We'll see tomorrow if it's funded. I'm not interested, mainly because it's 3 to 6 players, so that's out of my frame, but you can check it out. Now, what I am interested in quite a bit is Here Be Dragons, and it did fund. Cool. Because they were under 15,000 for a while, so it is coming out. It is going to happen. And I'm interested. Let's see. Should I play the video today? Let me play the video now. Maybe. Or tomorrow. Let's see. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. See if anybody's watching live then. Yeah. So I'll save that for tomorrow. I really like their video here. They have a really catchy song. They picked the perfect song, or a great song for the video. And look at it. It's gorgeous. Just the aesthetics. I really like the art style that goes with this. It's not all modern. It's a little bit Heroes of Might and Magic 3-ish, you know. Expanding map and all that. It's really a lovely looking game, and it's going for $47. $47, which is a decent price. I wouldn't say it's cheap for what you're getting. I wouldn't say it's overly expensive. It's right there, you know. So let's hope that let's see what if they have any stretch goals real quick. But let me note that it is 1 to 6 players. 1 to 6 players. Okay, let's take a look at stretch goals. Alrighty then. There are playthrough videos. Yeah, this is looking fun. Why back now? Well, let's see. Why back now? 1 Kickstarter exclusive expansion. Okay, cool. And it's a Kickstarter exclusive. That's great. Cheaper price for the core game, and the opportunity to experience the game before it's available in most stores. Well, let's see if it's going to hit that many retailers. The unique chance to get access to the game's Kickstarter exclusive music and bestiary. Interesting. Okay, so that's fun. Decently convincing. Let's see if where are stretch goals? Are there stretch goals? Let's see. Are they mentioned here? All unlock stretch goals. Yes, I think maybe the bosses are the stretch goals. Let me get back up real quick. Rule book. That's all you get in it. And we'll be looking into it more tomorrow when it's in its last hours. I am going to decide probably today or tomorrow, by tomorrow, if I'm going to fund it. I have to figure that out quick, soon. And that's tricky. I haven't funded a game in a little while here, so this might be the one. This might be the one. New content for everyone back in the core game, no extra cost. Okay, so new boss. I like the bosses. I like that Kraken that you fight in various hexagons. New settlement. Where are the stretch goals? Okay, well, I'm not seeing them. I'm going to double check this before tomorrow's review. So by tomorrow, I might be back in it. I'm not sure, so you know my opinion on that. Here we go with the Scare Factory, a 1 to 4 cooperative. Humans invading your factory, your Scare Factory. This is a cool idea. It's a, what do you call it, a tower defense or
the Scare Factory
area defense game.
Doctor Extraordinary.
Not a bad video. So kind of a tower defense game where you have your own little settlement, which here is the lab, and humans invading it to destroy you, and you are the monsters, which I love the theme, but you know who did it, and you know who did it really well. That's Village Attacks, my second ever funded board game, and I have played that. It's the first board game that came to my house from Kickstarter, or since I've gotten into the whole board game hobby deeper. So if you're interested in this theme, go check out Village Attacks. It looks like they got a lot of inspiration from that. Their miniatures in Village Attacks are just supreme. It's a pretty awesome game. It's pretty good. Now, that said, this isn't going to fund, so good luck with the relaunch. If you guys are going to relaunch, it has a $65,000 goal. I'm going to say one thing from knowing Village Attacks and all that. I'm going to say the weak point here is the tiles, the room tiles. It looks like they just took the idea and wanted to make something as quick as possible. Maybe not as quick as possible, but just run with the idea and come up with something quicker. Hence the lab. And lab rooms can be really simple, but they're, you know, pretty uninspired. You know, they're just square rooms, let's be honest, you know. So they work for the game, but for the aesthetics of the game, like Village Attacks has really nice tiles. Unfortunately, you never really pay attention to them too often. In these games, that happens a lot. You have a really nice presentation, but, you know, you don't really take advantage of it, or you play sometimes in lower light and you don't see what's going on. So it's not that crazy important, but it's still nicer to see, you know, than tiles, more plain tiles like this. And for $81, you know, that's you know, that's a costly board game. That's a full size board game right there. I'd expect, you know, just nicer tiles. So I'm thinking that's one of the reasons why this also didn't fund. It's just, it's not attractive enough, especially for that price. The campaign looks decent. I would change. Well, okay, that's enough of my opinions, but just comparing it to what I know. Anyway, good luck on the relaunch. I like this idea and theme of games, so we'll see. So I'm closing this one out. And next we have, what else? Ending. Okay, so this is ending soon. Shards of the Jaguar. This game launched before and it didn't fund and they canceled it, and now they relaunched it. They're successful now. It's a 1 to 4 player. It's an attractive looking little game. Let's see. It's a gem, secret traps, and outsmart the others. Yeah, so it's a running around a dungeon kind of area, just some ruins or something. I'm not sure if I didn't do that details completely yet or read into them, but you're trying to, you're trying to be speedy, move around quick, maybe steal gems, things like that, and there's going to be traps, stuff like that. So it's a movement more than a fighting game, maneuverability and things like that. Anyway, I'm not too interested, just in the idea, but let's see how it goes. It is, how many players again? 1 to 4, so it is in my scheme. Okay, that's it for today, guys. These things are ending in the next over 60 hours, so I'm not going to be getting deeper into them. But let's see what's ending. What else is ending within that time frame? Just real quick. So we have this puzzle. We have this table, gaming table. We have Nova Aetus. That's probably the biggest project ending soon, so you might want to keep an eye on that. And then we have Antisocial Skills card game, Mystery Puzzle Adventures in 3 days, and we'll stop here at Kabuto Sumo board game. So that stuff coming out. Again, I'm going to be watching Here Be Dragons, and I'm probably going to look into it more right now and decide if I'm going to be funding it. So until tomorrow or next time, probably tomorrow, board yourself up this winter. Yes, I'm not sure about my outro wording yet, but there you go. See you then.